Well, hello everybody and welcome to Digging Halton. I'm Kevin. It's been an absolutely historical week for metal detecting and hunting around Halton region. So much so that I got an amazing amount of field footage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this up into two separate uploads to YouTube. I don't think anybody wants to sit for like 45 minutes watching me dig stuff, although it is pretty exciting and some of you really appreciate it, I know. So I'm going to split it up into two different videos. The first one will be mostly field footage. The second one, part B, will be me talking about my finds. I'll put in today's field footage on part B because it was amazing, absolutely stunning what happened today. So that'll be part B, and then I'll do the wrap up as well as part of part B. So sit back, pour yourself a cold one, and enjoy. Leave your comments and your questions. Subscribe if you haven't. I always like to hear questions or comments about stuff that I'm posting, so feel free. So here we go. So I'm out at that park again today where I found that 1901 large cent the other day, and it's cooler today, thankfully, and a little breezy, so I hope that doesn't interfere with the sound quality of the video. But I just came across a surface find that is kind of weird and looks kind of dangerous, actually. I mean, this would be a perfect weapon, actually. It's a steel cable with a ring on each end, attached by a fishing apparatus there, but looks pretty sturdy and pretty dangerous in the wrong hands. And you could easily see, well, you can imagine what might be done with that. I don't know. But anyway, I'll put it in my bag so some young kids don't get any ideas about being cruel to animals or something like that. So, strange find. Okay, I just found something that's really cool. I'll try to keep you out of the wind here. Look at this. Some kind of a medallion or something. It's got tiny little maple leaves all over the back of it, and it's got Canada and a maple leaf on the front. I think that is really cool. This is the stuff I just love finding. It doesn't have anything else on it that I can see, just Canadian flag on the front, a whole bunch of tiny little Canadian maple leaves on the back. So, interesting find. Not that heavy. It's not silver or anything like that, but still, very cool find. Catch you on the next one. Okay, I'm getting a really nice high solid tone here. It's in the low 90s. Not that deep. I mean, I pulled out a nice big plug there. It's probably going down about 6 or 8 inches, but the target is right in here somewhere. Not sure what it is yet, so let's check this out. Could be just a big bazinga, and that's exactly what it is. Big old chunk of steel. Oh well. Yeah, it was ringing out too loud and too good, too close to the surface really to be anything good. But anyway, on to the next one. There's something you don't see every day. At least I saw something today from the World War I era. It's like a Sopwith Camel and a Fokker triplane. Cool. There you go. There they are again. World War I. A biplane and a triplane. See if I can zoom in a little bit. Right overhead. Too bad it's not in focus.
get it focused. Oh well.
Nice planes. Okay, for most of you that watch this YouTube channel on a regular basis, you know occasionally I come across a coin spill, pocket spill, whatever you want to call it, and this has to be the granddaddy of them all. They're all pennies. They're all modern pennies. More than I've ever dug in one place before, I think. But I had to dig them because only 20 feet away was where I dug that 1901 large cent the other day. So I couldn't ignore these. And I wasn't going to film me digging modern pennies for 45 minutes because that's not enjoyable viewing as far as I'm concerned. But here, look at this. There's the pennies I found in about a, I would say a 4-foot radius of where I'm sitting right now. I haven't counted them. There's probably 30 pennies there. But yeah, 3 of them just came out of this hole. And I'm not finished yet. There's still signals in here, so I'm not so sure I want to continue with this, but it's so tempting knowing that, or thinking that there might be something actually valuable in here. A lot of these pennies here gave up a very weak zinc type of signal. So I know they're quite modern, and they weren't very deep. So there you go. I guess I shouldn't complain. I'm digging coins, so that's a good thing. I think I'm about ready to wrap it up for the day, though. Okay, I'm at a new location where I've never been before. And I just arrived here literally 30 seconds ago. My first target was a penny target, and I just dug it up now. And if this is any indication of where I am and what I'm going to find, it's going to be a good day. This is a 1943 penny. Just came out of this hole. Like I said, my very first target, my very first swing of the coil actually was this penny. And yeah, I'm pretty excited. I've got about 2 or 3 hours here. Now it's happened before where I showed up and my first target was pretty good, but then I was flat for the rest of the session. Hopefully that's not the case, and got a little bit of room here, some very old big trees, and some time on my hands, so hopefully this is a good start to a great hunt. We'll see what happens. So here's my next target, just after I dug that 1943 penny. Came up with this here. I have no idea what it is. Looks like it could possibly be a part of a pocket watch. It's quite corroded, quite dirty, so I'm not going to mess with it right here. I'll clean it up and show you in the wrap-up. Hopefully there's some design or markings on it that will help identify it. Quite interesting though. Well, somebody once said to me, you sure do find some interesting things. And I can't say I disagree. I don't know what the heck this is. It looks like a dice with different pictures and words on each side. I love Roma. Might belong to a board game of some kind. But it's metal. Came from right down there. And I'm right on the edge of this forest here. There's a library nearby. But this area has seen a lot of foot traffic over the years for sure. But interesting find. I'll do some more research on that when I get home. Go figure. Well, digging Halton strikes again. Looks like I pulled up a little silver. Tiny little dime, I think. I haven't wiped it off yet, but that sure is silver. I don't know who that is yet. I'm going to look at it with my magnifying glass and let you know. And I'm just going to put some water on it and get a positive ID for it, but that's how deep it was. Actually, it was in the plug right there, so it wasn't all that deep. So there's some old stuff here, and I love it. Let's get an ID on this. Okay, that's a George V, 1913. Beauty. Yeah, it was a very jumpy signal. I was very surprised when I pulled out a coin. Must have been just the way it was sitting. But George V, 1913 dime, Canada. Beauty. Love it. Just found what appears to be a button, but there's no shank on it. It's concave. No writing on it. I can see. Maybe it was part of a two-piece. This is the outer part of a two-piece button, I'm thinking. It looks like it's brass or copper. Looks like it's old. I couldn't see anything on the front of it there, even with my magnifying loupe. Do a little field wash test. But nice color. Looks like it's got some age to it, but I'll take it home and have a closer look. Okay, I'm out here after work, close to where I found that 1913 dime a couple days ago, and literally walked maybe 50 feet from my car. You'll be able to see over there. It's just not that far away, and up until the crest of that hill there, all I was finding was modern coins, and like within a space of 20 feet came up with that many, like literally one right after the other, but they're all modern, and a really interesting two-piece button there too. Got a bit of a pattern on the front of it, not sure what it is, but it might even be cloth as opposed to all metal, but I'll check that out when I get home. But then I came down here, and the signals at least are a little bit more scarce, and this popped out. Wearing my steel-toed boots today, and it's setting off the probe. So this is what we got, a Jefferson nickel. And like an idiot, I didn't bring my magnifying glass along with me today, or my glasses, so I don't know what year that is, but I can see Mr. Jefferson there, and it is a US nickel, so you can probably see the date on there, and I'll have to wait until I get home. Of course, this isn't live, obviously, but I will know the date before you do, and I'll say more about that in the wrap-up. Nice find, though. I like that. Okay, I was convinced this was a modern penny. Came up as 8182 on the Garrett AT Pro, and it wasn't very deep, and it's not very old either, but I do like finding these things. Look at that. Take a look. Formula One racing car, I think. Made by Matchbox. Let me check on that. Nope. It's a Hot Wheels. Yeah, that'd be a Hot Wheels. Fully intact. It was dropped yesterday. Look at all the brilliant colors and everything. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. All the tires work, the wheels work. So I'll add that to my collection.